Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goalposts For Jumpers. There's fantasy football. I'm here today with Alex Price. How's it going?
Really well. I'm hot.
Yeah, it's boiling.
Every week, this is the show where we will give you all our tips. We'll give you all of our advice on how to beat your mates at Fantasy Premier League football.
We'll also be running through our own Goalposts For Jumpers Fantasy League. You can join using the code here. Make sure to join because there's £150 at stake, and feel free to subscribe and like down below because that also there's a PS4 giveaway.
Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get a PS4.
Yeah.
Get a PS4. Get a PS4. Me and Baker will be battling it out with our day one teams every single week. We're not allowed to touch them. We're not allowed to touch any of the teams. We've got to basically have 11 players, no substitutions unless they're forced. Comes in, 11 players throughout the season. I'll keep saying it. Shall I keep going?
So
that's frustrating.
Yeah. The loser gets that tattooed on their body. We're going to be running through our day one team to see how they done this week. Alex, do you want to start with yours?
My day one team, obviously I've got Leno in goal, Maguire, Sionchu, who's my favourite.
You can see the team right now, by the way.
Where is it? It's probably covering my
We'll put it
face.
here.
Robertson, defender, Camarasa, who hasn't played.
I don't know why.
Camarasa, who hasn't played.
He's going to be eased in, but yeah.
Salah, captain, Sterling, Iosi Perez, Martial, Harry Kane, and the one and only Che Adams, scoring me points after points after points. He's on 4. Barely. This week is still going because we're recording. It's Monday, and Monday Night Football's about to happen. I'm currently 26th in the league, which is respectable. You're joint 83rd. Not so great. I'm on 25 points so far this week, 116 overall. You're on 30 points, so you are beating me this week, 72 overall. So there's a bit of a gap.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Don't do that.
I don't know why I've done that.
Don't do that.
Good stuff. And this is my team right here. You can see it. I'm gonna put it. Yeah. So I've got my vice captain Edison in goal, who got me 1 point. Thank you, Edison. My vice captain, who I accidentally chose as my captain. My defence got so far 5 points between them, but I've got Bennett to play tonight against United. My midfield, other than am I touching your leg with my knee?
He keeps touching my leg.
I'm not doing it on purpose, mate.
Yeah.
I know how much you hate that.
Yeah.
I've got Pereira.
That's
Fraser,
my dick now,
and
mate.
No, I didn't do that. Pereira, Fraser, and Zaha got me 5 points. Mane luckily saved at 13, but mate, Aguero 6 points. If Jimenez scores, then quid's it, mate. In short, I done shit.
So I'm just going to give some shout outs to people in our league. Topping the league is Albert Melchizedek. That's how you pronounce it, apparently. At Salaran United FC. He got 80 points this week. 80 points.
That's nearly 81.
It's close. Is John Lundstrom.
What?
Of Sheffield United.
He's got Lundstrom in his team.
John
Well
Lundstrom.
done, Albert.
14,
Fair play to you.
14
Fair
points
play to you.
from John Lundstrom. He got a goal and a clean sheet. He's actually in the top 10,000 currently, so well done. I'm going to give you some tips.
Moving on, we're going to go with Alex's top tips. What have you got for our audience? How are you going to make those guys right there watching us beat their mates at fantasy football?
Well, I give you a goalkeeper, a defender, a midfielder, and a striker. Just if you're...
This is a guy, by the way, who's finished in the top 1,000 on Fantasy Premier League.
That's never happened. Yeah, I did do that. I give you one player from each position if you're struggling to decide who to put in your team next week. Last week, my tips were Adrian. He did come in for the injured Alisson.
He played.
Made 3 saves, got 3 points. Yerry Mina got 7 points, clean sheet. Not a bad shout. I had Aubameyang. Aubameyang got 6 points, and Buendia, who got me 2 points.
Because he scored, didn't he? You say he always scores against Burnley. And you got that right.
4 times.
He did score against Burnley.
In all 4 games that he's played again. Next week, my tips. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, striker. Kicking it off with a goalkeeper. It's the Frenchman Hugo Lloris, 5.5 million, so he's not the most expensive goalkeeper.
Good
Playing against Newcastle, Tottenham looking for their first clean sheet of the season. He's made 11 saves in 2 games already. Defender, going back to his old stomping grounds against Crystal Palace, it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka, 2 Bissaka, 3 Bissaka, 4. 1 Bissaka, 2 Bissaka, 3 Bissaka,
5.5 million. Palace struggling to score. I think
1 Bissaka, 2 Bissaka,
Annoying.
3 Bissaka, 4.
I think he'll probably go there, and I think hopefully keep a clean sheet. Obviously, he's dangerous going forward as well, so you never know. My midfielder, annoyingly, I nearly put him in last week as my tip. I opted to go for Buendia, but it's Norwich midfielder Todd Cantwell. Absolutely love this guy.
Yeah.
Saw him first time I seen him was against Liverpool, first game of the season.
Who are they playing? Who are
Norwich are playing Chelsea.
That's a very big shout, mate.
4.5 million, even if he sits on your bench. 4.5 million is an absolute steal. Got 2 assists last week for Newcastle.
So are you just more saying to put him in your team in general?
In general,
Okay.
I think, yeah, not necessarily just in keeping in mind next week, but the whole season.
Before that stock rises, okay. Striker, who have you got for us?
My
this week?
striker is Bobby Firmino. Yeah, 9.5 million. He's got a goal and assist already, 13 points so far. And he's got 6 goals
at the Emirates?
in his last 5 games against Arsenal. So Liverpool play Arsenal.
Yeah. He seems to like that stadium.
Yeah, but this is at Anfield. So Liverpool Arsenal is at Anfield, but 6 goals. He likes playing against Arsenal. So obviously 6 goals last 5 games, 9.5 million. Get him in your team.
Okay.
There we are.
There you go. So those are your tips to beat your mates at fantasy football. Be sure to like and subscribe down below for the chance to win that PlayStation 4. You can also hear us our podcast. Where can they hear us?
You can hear us on Apple, on Spotify,
Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're on like loads of like.
So please go and listen to it. Episode 15. It's a controversial one. It was top 5 overrated footballers.
There's nothing in this the whole video. No. I was lying.
Bye.
I know she pooped on my face again. Hola. I did it. You never did that. What a song. I came up with that.
You did, to be fair.